This is Share the Vision, presented by the Resource Center, a discussion of the programs and services of the Resource Center and about issues related to individuals with disabilities. Today, it's on everybody's shirt, Greg Peterson Night with the Jamestown Jammers, July 25th, 2017. Joining me to begin today's show, Steve Watterson, the Community Relations Director at the Resource Center. Beautiful night, exciting night here at the ballpark.
Hey, Dennis, how are you doing? It is a nice night. We got the sun poking through the clouds right now, and the temperature's not too warm, so we're anticipating a beautiful night for baseball.
And the Resource Center is at it again with a lot of people coming to the stands here, staff, consumers, family, everybody.
Yes, and this is something that we have done every year for a number of years. Greg Peterson, a local attorney and well-known celebrity and baseball fan, been involved with the Resource Center for about 40 years, serving on the board of directors of either the Resource Center or TRC Foundation. And we decided a number of years ago that it would be very appropriate to have our annual TRC night at the ballpark be renamed the Greg Peterson TRC night at the ballpark. And as you said, we have hundreds of our employees, their family members, people with disabilities who we support, our board members who come down here and enjoy the game. And we get to pay tribute to Greg.
And there are a couple of Resource Center employees or consumers who are going to be participating in the pregame ceremony?
That's right. Our 2016 Employee of the Year, Marcos Figueroa, is going to throw out the first pitch, the ceremonial first pitch. And then Angel Rodriguez, who is employee of ours who has done very well in some local singing competitions, is going to be singing the national anthem and probably will be wowing the crowd when he does so.
We're looking forward to getting that on the air here in just a few minutes. It's still a little before game time, so I think I'm going to try and jump into the clubhouse and find Anthony Barone and talk to him about this pretty successful baseball team.
Sounds great. Does he? They're having a fantastic year, so thanks for clearing your schedule to be down here and joining us again this year.
I wouldn't miss it. It's quiet inside the clubhouse right now, and it's a little before game time, so I can catch Anthony Barone, who's the coach and the manager of this very successful Jamestown Jammers baseball team. Since it's Greg Peterson Resource Center night here at the ballpark, just talk about this event that's unfolding around us as we speak. Anthony, pretty exciting to have all these people here.
Yeah, it's so nice every year. The Resource Center comes down here, and they have such a good night. We really appreciate what they do for the community and for the county, and everything they do is it's so wonderful, and we're very appreciative that they decide to spend the night here with us at the ballpark, and it gives our players something to look forward to too when we have such a big crowd, and I'm just really excited to have them down here tonight.
Well, and the players take a moment to reflect on their ability when there are people in the stands who may be challenged to even get into the stands, depending on the nature of their disability, and it probably gives them a little, that is to say, the players on the field, a little more to play for.
I think you hit the nail right on the head with that statement. Our guys are so lucky and should be so thankful for their abilities that they have, that they're able to do something that they love. And tonight, for example, just go out and play as hard as you can and realize how lucky you are to have your physical ability. And what the people that work for the Resource Center, what they do for the people there, it's just amazing. The amount of time they spend, the type of care they give them. And to cap it off with a night at the ballpark, just to come out and see the beautiful field we have and hear the sounds, the noises, and all those different things that go along with the baseball game. And I try to tell our guys, anytime you could go play the game hard, it can touch just one person's life. And especially tonight, just knowing that there are people less fortunate with their health and with their ability and their physical ailments. So they really, I think they value the night tonight. Have
you, as a player or as a coach or a manager, ever had a year like 2017 has turned out to be? The look on your face answers the question already.
Yeah, it's been really an amazing year. We started off, it was almost like uncanny. We were 25-5, and it's, in any sport, especially baseball, you just don't win that many games. 25 out of 30 is so tough to do. Doesn't matter what league you're in, who you're playing against. Baseball is so tough. And then we sort of came back down to earth the last couple of weeks, but it's been a great group of guys, and they play the game the right way, and my pitching coach here, Hayden Carter, we have such a good relationship, and it's so easy to work here with guys you like to coach and guys you like to coach with, and it's just been a really fun year. And, the community's really been behind us this year. We've had some really good crowds, and I think the excitement of baseball is coming back to Jamestown, and just to support what we're trying to do here. So tonight's just another great event for the game of baseball, but for the Resource Center especially.
So we're speaking on Tuesday. The real broadcast date for this is Saturday. By then you'll be further into the home stretch as the time people really hear this on the air and know for sure your situation. But even as we sit here on Tuesday, you're pretty sure of a place in the playoffs and probably the top spot.
Yeah, we're already guaranteed to be in the playoffs. We're already guaranteed a home game for the first round next Tuesday. So the only thing we're trying to clinch is the divisional title, which is always a nice feather in your cap when you can win the divisional title, have the best record in your side. And so we have a little bit of work to do, but that's our goal. Hopefully by Saturday we've clinched it. So we're just really excited about the type of season we've had, and it's been really wonderful.
At the conclusion of this interview, as it airs, I'll kind of add a footnote and let everybody know exactly where you are. But Anthony, thanks for this night and welcoming the Resource Center here, and for all of the muscle that you have put behind this during the off-season to build a team and a platform of community support for the Jammers this year. You have really done a lot of work.
Well, thank you, Dennis. It means a lot to me. I'm a Jamestown resident and grew up here, so anytime you can support somebody, when we partner with the Resource Center, not only are they supporting us, we're trying to support them and giving them a good product for their workers or, their clients or whatever. So it's an amazing partnership, and they've been with us for the last 3 years, and we really value that when you can have a partner that's just hand in hand with you, and we're trying to both improve the community, with baseball and with what they do. It's an improvement in the community, and once again, we're just thankful, and we owe them a lot.
As a footnote here, the Jamestown Jammers won that game over the Newark Pilots Tuesday night, 14-3. An update on where they are with the entire season coming at the end of the Share the Vision broadcast.
Vicky Bardo is the Development and Events Manager for Filling the Gap. We are sitting just outside Russell E. Dietrich Jr. Park in anticipation of the beginning of the baseball game here. And for one thing, Anthony Barone loves the shirt color this year.
Well, that's wonderful. It was done with Jammers in mind.
And it's very bright green with blue printing on it, and the stadium is going to be full of this color tonight.
We are so excited, Dennis. We have 925 people from the Resource Center that will be in attendance tonight. Of that 925, we probably have 300 staff that will be donning, hopefully, their bright green shirts. Hopefully the weather's going to cooperate and they won't have jackets on, so we can easily identify all of our staff.
And the other 600 are consumers or friends?
Oh, consumers, friends, family. Each staff member was offered up to 4 tickets, as well as everyone who lives in our facilities and programs, and everybody's just been all abuzz all week about it.
And why do you do this at the Resource Center and Filling the Gap, Vicki?
Well, I'll tell you, we love our Jamestown Jammers, always have been big supporters. We have season tickets and whatnot. And a few years back, we thought, let's do a community night where we honor our staff and thank our staff. They work so hard, 365 days a year, 24/7. We never close down. And by golly, let's just have a fun night out at a baseball game.
Now, why is Greg Peterson's name on all of these shirts?
Well, as you well know, Greg Peterson's Mr. Baseball also, along with, of course, Russ Dietrich. But Greg Peterson has been a longtime friend of the Resource Center. He's been on several boards. He's been around practically, I'm going to say, over 30 years without dating him too much. But as long as I can remember, Greg Peterson and the Resource Center are very, very close friends.
Well, thanks for your work in organizing a great night, because you've put a lot into this, Vicki.
It's been so fun because we now have a chance to meet a lot of the staff that normally you really wouldn't come across. But being that everyone needs to come over and see me tonight and check in, we have great raffle prizes for staff only, and I'm going to be able to finally put a name with a face.
Vicki, thank you.
Thank you, Dennis.
I think I need to make my way over to this ticket seller here because he looks somewhat familiar. And he just put on the little vest thing to hold the apron, to hold the money. Do you recognize that laugh already? It's Mayor Sam Teresi, who, despite his busy schedule, has taken on another job?
I have. I'm a member of the Jamestown Jammers Advisory or Ambassadors Committee, and we man the 50-50 booth here. And the money that's raised off of this goes to help feed the ball players after a game from both teams, and also to underwrite the housing costs for the ball players at the JCC dorms.
Kind of nice of you to do this. I mean, the man of your position, you wouldn't have to sell 50-50 tickets.
Well, I love being around the ballpark, I love being around people, and I love doing things to help our community.
Two things quickly. One, this Jammers team this year.
They're terrific. Anthony Barone and his crew have done a great job with a team of players that have come from all over the country, including some local guys here. And it's great quality baseball and a fun night out, and there's still several left.
The Resource Center and the community, a note on their impact in terms of the city of Jamestown in many, many ways.
That's kind of a redundant phrase there, the Resource Center and the community. They're one and the same. And the Resource Center does God's work in this town. The people are professionals, consummate professionals. They have an economic impact, big economic impact on the entire region. And most importantly, they're helping our friends and neighbors fulfill their potential and live an active life in our community.
Sam, thank you. I bet there's some customers coming up to buy tickets here in a minute, so I better get out of the way. But thanks for your comments. Thanks for your work as mayor, and thanks for your work as salesman.
You bet. Enjoy the game tonight, Dennis.
Jamestown Mayor Sam Teresi at Greg Peterson night at the ballpark at Russell E. Dietrich Jr. Park for the Jamestown Jammers this past Tuesday night. We're going to get back to the game and the pregame festivities and Greg Peterson and all of that in just a moment. But first, this little diversion.
Among the Resource Center employees assembled here in the walkway around the stadium at Russell E. Dietrich Jr. Park is Donna Trusso. Donna, what is your correct title, your work at the Resource Center?
I manage the employee wellness program called STARS.
The award-winning employee wellness program. We spoke at this event a year ago,
yes, we
and
did.
You had won a golden apple.
We did, and this is the second year in a row we've won the golden apple.
So what's the golden apple?
It signifies one of the healthiest employers, large employers in Western New York.
This is something that's put out by Business First?
Yes, it is.
Congratulations on winning the golden apple 2 years in a row.
Well, thank you very much. It's quite an honor.
What is it about your work in wellness that has allowed you to exceed to this excellent level of achievement 2 years in a row? What do you do?
Well, we have a total of 4 full-time dedicated staff to improving employee wellness, and we not only address physical health, but we address basic needs, mental wellness, employment, and family social needs. So we look at the whole person, and because they interplay so much and affect one's health.
And this is something that's made available to all Resource Center employees?
Well, we have about a third of our workforce enrolled in the STARS Wellness program, but many of the activities we offer, they're designed for all employees because, of course, we want all employees to be healthy.
Who are your staff members?
We have Heather Courtney, John DeSantis, and staff assistants, we have Brenda Jabzinski, who is not present at the moment.
You're nicely represented here, though.
Yes, we are.
Now,
yes.
What's the name of this outspoken guy again? Because people have been hearing his voice in the background throughout this entire interview.
Well, the outspoken guy who happened to pull the golden apple this year is John DeSantis. He's the newest member to our team.
John DeSantis is right here.
Hello, sir.
We heard your voice as Don and I were talking, so I just wanted to interview you for a moment, because she said you are the newest member of the team.
I am. That's correct.
Well, I hope you're well as a member of the team.
I am. I'm very well, and I feel very fortunate to be a part of the team. So.
And one of your coworkers is taking your blood pressure even as we speak.
That's correct. Fingers crossed. Everything goes well. We just got this thing up and running, so.
I hope that this interview is not causing your blood pressure to skyrocket.
Ever so slightly.
So, what's it like for you to do this work for the Resource Center? Just talk to me a little about your experience in this award-winning program.
Well, it's very exciting. Like I said, I feel very fortunate to be a part of it. Wellness has always been a passion of mine, and I look at this program as an opportunity to allow the agency to invest in the most important asset that it has, and it's the workers, it's the people. It's a tough job doing what we do for the Resource Center. It's very easy for people to burn out quickly, so this allows us to, like I said, invest in the people that we employ, because we got a job to do. We're here to help take care of others, and we need to take care of ourselves first to be able to do so.
Well, thanks for a few minutes, and thanks for your very engaging work here. You've been getting kids and all kinds of people over here to talk to you.
Yeah, it's really exciting to see all these smiling faces, so hopefully we get a few more. But thanks for taking the time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
As Steve Watterson mentioned a little earlier in this program, there were some Resource Center employees who had roles in the pregame activities at Greg Peterson night at the ballpark for the Jamestown Jammers. Let's meet one of those people right now.
Angel Rodriguez. Angel, what are you doing at the game here tonight?
I will be singing the national anthem.
Have you ever done this before?
No, this will be my first time.
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
What's your role in the Resource Center?
I work third shift at the Englewood home.
And how did you get selected to be the singer of the national anthem here tonight?
Well, my friend Bobby gave me to sing tonight. She talked for me so I can sing tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She got you into it. Well, good luck. I'm going to be here when you do it, so I hope it goes all right.
Thank you.
Yeah. You got the words anywhere? Or?
No, mine.
All right. You're better than many then, Angel. Thanks.
Thank you.
The next voice you hear will be that of Marcos Figueroa, another Resource Center employee who had a role in the on-field pregame ceremonies at Greg Peterson night at the ballpark. And you'll hear Greg Peterson and a little bit of Vicky Bardo in the next segment as well.
Yeah, where do we meet?
We meet on the third base side, probably around 6:50.
Okay, you got 20 minutes to have a get all nervous.
Yeah, get nervous. Yeah. Warm up.
Just make sure you're.
Can I make it funny? Do I have to be serious?
Marcos, let me give you a tip. You can get this on there.
I'm
giving Marcos a tip and throwing out the first pitch. Nobody will remember where you threw it from. They'll only remember where you threw it to.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, so you don't have to go to the mound. You don't have to kick the rubber or anything like that. Just kick close and they'll remember it. That's my tip.
Okay. I'll get it there.
This is Marcos.
Marcos Figueroa, the Employee of the Year at the Resource Center. Marcos, congratulations on being chosen to throw out the first pitch here.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
it.
it.
Baseball player?
No, I'm not a baseball player, but I'm a baseball fan. Go Yankees.
Okay. Well, it got to be Go Jammers tonight.
Go Jammers tonight.
Playoff bound, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you feel about this?
I feel excited. I'm privileged to have been nominated and for the Employee of the Year and won, and I'm excited to throw the first pitch.
What's your job at the Resource Center? Remind me of the work you do.
I'm assistant manager at Fairmount Avenue.
And what's your feeling about the Resource Center, your spirit toward your work, Marcus?
The Resource Center is a great company to work for. It has your back, and it encourages you, and it makes you feel better about yourself.
You got your arm around here.
This is Stephen Rogers. Say hi, Stephen.
Hi.
See somebody at work?
He's one of the residents there at the Fairmount Avenue, and he tagged along with me, huh? Probably laugh at me when I throw that first pitch.
Hey, we'll be out there to cover it, so we're looking forward to it.
Okay, excellent.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Greg.
Yeah, we'll see you in a few minutes.
Okay.
All right.
So Greg Peterson is here. This is Greg Peterson night at the ballpark. Congratulations on having another night at the big game named for you, Greg.
Well, I'm honored, first of all. to be affiliated with the Resource Center, and that they would think well enough to pause and give me a name there. It's not worthy, but I'll accept it. Big fan of baseball, big fan of the Resource Center, and I think that whole spirit that is created and community-wide is something that's always been part of the Resource Center mission and legacy, and I'm thrilled that they pause once a year to reflect on that.
Well, and we've talked earlier with Anthony Barone, the unique coming together of two distinct community organizations, both focused on achievement. The Jammers on the field, the consumers at the Resource Center in their own lives.
Well, I think that's absolutely right. And Anthony's correct in focusing in on that achievement aspect of it, because it's progressing in your field, it's progressing in your personal lives. And I think that's where you see the Jammers on the baseball field, and certainly all of the customers and clients of the Resource Center and its employees all take positive steps in their lives and skill sets that they create, and that's really something to really be treasured and honored. And so that's what's happening a little bit tonight here with the fact that they're honoring the employees, honoring the customers, clients, and it's all part of that.
You know, I have met you in a variety of contexts over the years, at the Robert H. Jackson Center, the Resource Center, the Jamestown Jammers, and others. Greg Peterson, you are a most happy fellow in whatever it is that you are engaged with.
Wow. Yeah, that's true. I really try to think things are half full as opposed to half empty. Our community has an awful lot of positive opportunities, and this is one of them. And so, of course, I'm a fan of baseball. I'm a fan of the Resource Center, a fan of the Jackson Center. You've touched on a few of them and others. And so I think this is a night of community celebration on many fronts, with a particular focal point on the Resource Center, as I've been involved with them for almost over 40 years. I know where they've come from and where they are today, and it's a chance to celebrate that.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity to speak to you all. I must tell the radio listener, interviewing Greg Peterson's a little intimidating because he's done so many of them himself and is so skilled at the art form I'm trying to practice right now that it's a little challenging. I tell you. But thanks, Greg.
Thank you, Dennis. And as you know, when those who listen to you on an ongoing basis, and certainly you at Chautauqua during the summer, you're a rock star.
I'm cultivating my game. I'm trying to get to first base. You know, all the cliches. Greg, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Dennis. Appreciate it.
Now we'll go to the third base entrance to the infield at Russell E. Dietrich Jr. Park on Greg Peterson nights at the ballpark.
Okay, let's do first pitch, Norm. Here we go, Mark. Feeling good.
Marcos Figueroa, Greg Peterson, accompanied by Matt Warren from the Jammers, now making their way to the mound. Jane Young is going to take a picture.
Peterson and Marcos Figueroa to throw out tonight's ceremonial first pitches.
Marcos is taking the opportunity to show off a little bit out there. Catcher's coming out now from the Jammers to come down and take the pitch. Marcos going all the way to the mound on this one. And here's the windup, and it is just a little short. It bounced into the glove there. Now the traditional signing of the ball. Jane takes a picture. Marcos takes possession. I'm on the third base side here at Russell E. Dietrich Jr. Park as I speak to you on a beautiful Tuesday evening, the 25th of July, as this baseball game for the Resource Center. There's another picture of the catcher and everybody in the crew there. Beautiful night for baseball here. The Newark team is lined up.
And now, just a few minutes later,
the Jammers team has been announced now here at Russell E. Dietrich Jr. Park, and Angel has made his way onto the field.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's laughing over fife and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched. We were so violently sleep, and the rocket's red glare, their bombs bursting in the air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say the sad star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Sports Day Declaration is brought to you by the UPMC Chicago WCA Sports Medicine Center, providing professional diagnosis and treatment of sports-related injuries and illnesses in athletes of all ages.